How bad?
And we're just like, what? How would this look interesting? And he's like, what the fuck was that?
I'm laughing so much. That is no. We're here with viral content creator Idan Nimtso, and we're gonna try the spiciest sauces in the world. Let's see how spicy he can go. Okay, why don't you start by telling us a little bit about yourself, introduce yourself to the Talk Israel followers.
Okay, my name is Idan. I create content about Israel. I do kind of like rap music, like funny content for Gen Z. Kind of the point of my content is kind of weird in the context of Hasbara, but like I try to make content that like maybe is more fit for Gen Z and like less of what we usually see in Hasbara, which is like direct to camera. So I try to do it a little bit more fun.
And what did you do before you were creating content? Because this was a more recent thing, right?
Yeah, I was in tech and building I had nothing to do with content. And still, like I don't, I kind of do it for fun at the moment, but like I was in tech and right before October 7th, I was like I was busy like building a business abroad, and then October 7th happened, and then I kind of stumbled into content creation, and now I just kind of, do it for fun.
And now we're here rapping.
And now we're here, yeah.
Amazing. Okay, so we're going to be trying the world's spiciest sauces, but we're going to work our way up there. So first we're going to be doing Hot Ones, Israeli edition. We're going to be starting, we have our schnitzels, and we're going to be starting with tsug.
Important.
Very important.
Really, like these are the actual Hot Ones spice. Like this is
this is the real deal.
Borderline illegal.
Yeah, we're not messing around. Things are going to get illegally spicy up in here. I'm a little bit nervous, so.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so let's get into it. Wasn't too bad. Feeling good. Okay, so do you want to start by telling us, how did you get into rapping? How did you pick this as what you were going to do for content creation?
Yeah. I actually never really picked rapping for content creation. I just kind of, this is a little tingly, don't you? Is it not?
No, I'm really fine.
No, I'm fine. I'm just saying it's not a first one. Like we're gonna, okay. Anyway.
Now I'm feeling really confident about the challenge.
No,
okay.
we're gonna.
Vote the winner afterwards.
I didn't really like think about rapping at all. And I still don't think that like rapping is what I'm gonna keep doing forever. Or only rapping at least. I started doing content that didn't have anything to do with rap. Like I just tried to think about how can we make like the whole way that I approach content is I try to think of like there's a lot of things that are going on in the world that are like, we have our own shit going on, right? Mm-hmm. We can swear on the thing, right?
Go for it.
Okay. We have our own stuff going on, but like there are other places that have like very difficult time as well, and we don't care about that too much, or like we don't see that in the news. So try to be like, what would have to happen for me to actually look at whatever is going on in some other part of the world and like actually be interested. And then, the conclusion that I came to was just that I needed to be entertained by it or for it to be like engaging. And so that's kind of the way that I approach content is I try to make it something that people would want to watch, and not just because it's political and because you're Jewish and because you care about it, which is like the whole point, right? We want to reach the people who are not pro-Israel and kind of, so yeah, should we do other sauces, by the way?
Wait, before we get into the question about other content, let's open up the next sauce.
Okay.
You ready?
Yeah.
Classic chili maple, 1600, how do you say it? Scoville?
Yeah, Scoville, I think.
Scoville. Oh, it's yummy.
Yeah. Not even spicy.
Oh, it's really good. If you thought that your content, if you knew it was going to blow up, because I feel like a lot of people, I feel like you weren't trying at it for too long until you went viral, right?
Yeah, the thing is like when I went viral, it was like the second or the third video that we like did as we wanted, like, with Itai, my production partner. That was like the third video that we made. And so like, it happened pretty fast. We didn't know it was that one. Like I almost didn't upload that video.
Which one was it?
It was the first one that went viral was there's a like go back to where you came from video.
Okay.
That was the first one that went viral. And I almost didn't upload it. Like I have a thing where I'm very like detail oriented, and I'll scrap most of what I write, and even sometimes after we film, which can be really annoying, especially if you're Itai. But so we did that, and I think I had just scrapped something, and like he was getting fed up, and I was like, okay, let's just release this. Like it's kind of cringe, but whatever. Like we'll try. And it just went viral like that. And I was like, oh, okay. So maybe you don't always have the best judgment of what would go viral and what doesn't. So I try to like, keep that in mind. I've scraped almost every single video.
Really?
Yeah. Even now, like I'll do a video.
Cringed out by your own content?
Yeah. I'm very cringed out by my own content. Yeah, I'm like, this is very weird. But like, people like it. So
Right.
But yeah, it definitely is not the humor that, if I could do whatever I want without being convicted of anything, I'd probably do something else.
Okay.
But yeah, so I the first one we almost didn't upload, the first one that went viral.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay, so the next one we're gonna do is curry Verde, which is 6,000 Scoville units. And if I'm saying it wrong, I'm so sorry. Okay, so what's the biggest mistake you think that you've made this far in your content creator journey?
I don't know. It's been a learning curve, honestly, but like I'm still at the beginning. I don't really think that I'm like super advanced, and like videos like get traction, but I don't feel that I'm at like the relative to what a crazy content creator can be. Like I'm not there, so I'll probably learn. I think that the biggest thing that like has shifted for me was that I understood that like if we're like going tactical, a lot of people say that like the most important part of a video is the hook, which is true in terms of the timing, but the most important aspect overall of a video has to do with retention and how you keep people to the end. And I think that a lot of times what people will do is they'll be like, oh, I'll get a good hook and then that's gonna leave people, and it's not the case. The thing about a hook is that what people get right about, there's two aspects. So you need to have it capture people's attention, but also, and this is the one that's also very hard to do, is you need to set it up. You need to set up the end where it's something that's like interesting to watch. So for example, like if we're doing a Hot Ones thing, it's very implied that the end, the payoff is going to be and that's something that I think that we've learned relatively late into. I mean, we haven't made that many videos, to be honest. Like we made whatever, like 15 videos. And so, but relatively late. I think that that's like the biggest lesson. I wouldn't say mistake.
Okay, this one's 36,500.
Chile lengua de fuego. That one tastes really good.
Mm-hmm. All right, okay. So next question for you. Kind of blew up overnight-ish over the past couple months. So has your life changed at all? Like, what's it looking like now? How are things different? Do you get recognized? Anything big changes?
So yeah, people recognize me sometimes, which is like funny. In terms of like, it has, I think you could say my life changed because of it. Just because what I do now is completely different than what I did before. Like I don't work in tech anymore. I don't really know if I want to go back to it. Maybe I will one day. But like now I do things that are more related with like PR and marketing, which is like much closer to content. Not that it's the same thing, but like I've met a lot of interesting people through just like the Jewish community. Like so many people reach out to you when you create like content that a lot of people see. And like some of them are really interesting people that you'd like never have thought that like would DM you or email you. I've made a lot of like interesting, friends and met people over the last few months. And yeah.
All right, ready for another one?
I think that, oh, sorry.
No,
There's one thing I want to say. One thing I want to say that I think is interesting is like, so we don't have enough people creating content. I think that's something that should be put out there. And it's just like and I'm saying this like selfishly on purpose, is like, there are a lot of selfish benefits for doing Hasbara. Like if anyone's thinking about maybe doing it, like people don't talk about it, I think because it's like taboo a little bit, because it's so like you don't want to be doing it for personal gain, because like you want ideally for everyone to do it out of national interest, but it works much better if people understand. So there's a lot of like benefits. You will network with people who you're never going to be able to network with if you don't do it. A lot of people are going to like get to know you. Your DMs definitely don't suffer from doing it. Like there are a lot of good things that happen from no, seriously, like,
yeah.
and
have you gone on more dates since you started doing Hasbara too, or?
Yeah. So a lot of people don't like, there are a lot of good things that come out of it. And like for the kid that's like thinking about maybe I should do it, maybe I shouldn't, there's good reasons to not do it. I'm thinking like people are going to laugh at you until you start getting big, I think. Like not that anyone's ever laughed at me, but I'm sure that, behind closed doors, people will send your content to each other, like it happens. So, but there's if you do it, it's insane the amount of doors that it can open for you. So that's why I wanted to like say that.
Right.
And out of a purely like, I'm very capitalistic in the way that I like approach is like, it's very good for yourself and probably your professional career to do it. So
The spicy shark at 71,000 Scoville units.
Spicy
shark.
Okay, I thought it was called Spicy Shark 71,000. It sounded like
no, sorry.
weapon in Call of Duty.
Okay.
Oh, this one's definitely tingly.
It's definitely spicy.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, can you tell us your most embarrassing moment that you've had since making content, either through networking or making content, running into somebody, anything like that?
Yeah, I mean, I don't know. I think the whole content creation itself is the most embarrassing thing. Like,
just posting online.
So like the content I create is like it's very hard. It's like it's very hard to not make it very, very cringe. So like I am cringed out by the content that I make. It's not that I'm like I'm aware. And so that's kind of the most embarrassing
you're
part.
self-aware.
I'm
that's
self-aware,
good.
I guess. Yeah. And again, it's like, so I guess that's the most important thing where I'm like, this is like really cringe, but you know, that's probably, you know, I've had some other, I haven't like been on stage, like accepting an award and then I like shit myself and then I like vomit all over the stage and then I like peed and cried.
So maybe the podcast, this will be the most embarrassing when you start vomiting from the hot sauce. We'll see.
Now we have Angry Goat Pepper, Dreams of Calypso. Who the fuck names these? It's definitely a delayed.
I'm not getting anything.
I think you didn't take enough.
Okay. I promise I did. Okay, I'll take a little baby one. I really did. I'm just stronger. That's the only thing. Okay.
Okay.
You had mentioned that we're kind of Israel's doing Hasbara wrong. Or
Right.
not wrong. Is that the word they use? Wrong?
I think a lot of it is wrong. Yeah.
Okay, so how do you think that people should be doing Hasbara? And you were encouraging people to go out there and use your voice, so how do you suggest that they do so?
So I think that the pro-Palestine Hasbara that they do, or the pro-Palestine narrative, is very much based on appealing to emotion. They'll show very graphic images. They'll show things that make people mad. Like, look at what Israel did. They incite negative emotions. It's very effective. And they're very good at it. Is it hitting you now?
A little bit.
Like, really late. It's been like 2 minutes.
I take back what I said 2 minutes ago. I'm full of regret. Okay.
So they appeal to negative emotions, and it works well for them, and they do it well. The Israeli side, on the other hand, we're very much focused on appealing to people's logic. So we'll be like, this is what happened in 1947, and then this happened, and then this happened, and we try to make peace, and they didn't want peace, and then they attacked us, and like, it just doesn't work. Like, people are not logical creatures. People are emotional creatures.
Right.
And if we want to get somewhere, I think that, especially with young people, like, we need to be able to talk emotionally. And emotions doesn't mean negative emotions. So it doesn't mean showing, you know, graphic images and stuff like that. But there are better emotions, or not better, but there are like positive emotions that you could use. So like I use humor, and I use like, I guess awe is something that I use. Awe in the sense of like, the videos I put out are very like not standard in the quality that like this, you know, I'll make a song, I'll shoot a whole ass video, like we'll edit it,
Right.
we'll script, and it's like, this dumb motherfucker did this whole thing for a fucking like, is that it? Like, does he have a Spotify? Does he have it like and it's nothing. And so like when people see that, they're like, okay, he went to that length to make that. I'm guessing he probably fact checked what he said, or like, so that's also a subconscious way to. But I think that in general, like, we need more emotional approaches, and that can be positive emotion as well. Okay, we have the schug. I think we need to do like a double right now. We'd have to do the schug and then the next one.
Okay, we have the debunk level. Okay, so it's a number 8, 135,000. Oh, it's some good ASMR.
Okay, what I was told was that this one is supposed to hurt.
Like, how bad? Is this like a form of self-harm?
This one might be a problem.
Oh, wow. Oh, no. No, I'm fine. I'm bracing myself like something really horrible is going to happen. Are your eyes watering?
Right.
Yeah? No, you're fine?
I don't know.
No, my whole mouth is tingling. And my throat. And the noises are starting. Okay. Okay. Do you find that people are willing to listen to you, like being an Israeli creator? Or do you find because you're Israeli, like people are kind of like, oh, well, of course you're going to say this. Like,
I try to,
I'm going for the milk.
when I create content, I try to kind of trick, I don't know if trick is the word, but like at first I try to make it not look like I'm Israeli. So like I'll often start with a pro-Palestine like statement to kind of hook the pro-Pallies in also. What did you ask me?
If you find that people are like listening to you, if they're willing to have a conversation with you, I don't know if you get DMs maybe from people and they're open to having a conversation.
Right. I said something that doesn't have anything to do with what you asked me.
No, it's okay. Just keep going.
People
My
are
whole
open?
tongue is burning.
I don't know. Are people open? People don't DM me as much as like when I was smaller. People would kind of reach out more and be like, "Can you please explain?" Now I don't really do that as much anymore because like, you know, I'd rather make videos that reach more people than do individual,
Right.
Work. Some people are receptive to listen. I think though, a lot of people are not. Obviously, when you see Indonesians speaking to you, it's like they're not looking for you to educate them, but it depends. This is called Taco Vibes Only. What did we just eat?
We just had the debunk.
Okay, right. This is 4.5 times spicier than what we just had. I don't know. Should I do a little more? I'm afraid.
I think that you should do a little bit more. And while you do a little bit more, why don't you give a biggest piece of advice to somebody who's starting out making content? If they want to start tomorrow, what do you say that they start doing?
Biggest piece of advice?
Mm-hmm.
Listen to people who are really good content creators. Go I mean I could give you my advice, but go listen to what Mr. Beast is saying.
Go listen to Mr. Beast. Okay.
That was a good piece of advice.
It is, and that was too quick. So I'm gonna ask you another one. Any projects
I
that
can give advice for behind stuff.
No. But also, no. I'm saying I have another question for you if you're ready, or do you want to talk about it?
I'll give a little bit.
Enlighten us.
So, first of all, listen to the biggest content creators. Also, that wasn't that spicy. I feel like. I think. Should I take more?
Yeah, I think I'll take a little more too.
Oh, wow, this is a lot. Oh, this took a lot.
Oh no. Oh, that was a horrible idea. Oh my god. That was a horrible idea. I don't know who I thought I was.
Yeah. Oh, sorry. What did you say? Oh, tips for content creators.
Yeah. Piece of advice.
You're
gonna talk about Hasbara.
Hook is important. Most important thing. Understand how you're gonna retain someone for 60 seconds. So
how are you gonna keep them interested?
I'll what I started doing is opening up what is called curiosity loops at the beginning of the video. So something happens where you're not really sure what's gonna happen. So something you see a little character and you're like, what was that? And then at the end you understand who it was, or when my last video was an anti-Semitism thing, it's guy's all bloody 402, and then he wakes up a half hour earlier, and then you're like, oh, okay, I understand something's gonna happen. Also, the caption's what happens, nothing good happens after 4, something like that. So it's what's gonna happen at 4. Retains people to the end. That's the first thing. Hook is obviously important. Fast editing. Don't keep switch up the shots. Depends what you're doing. Talking direct to camera, it's a little bit different, but. What else?
Oh my gosh.
Learn from good people. Okay.
Oh my god. My next one.
I didn't bust out the milk yet.
Really? Oh, I've been chowing down on the milk already.
Okay, so this is the spiciest one.
Okay.
This
is the one.
The last dab. And I don't know if I did a little dab or a big one. I feel like this is a pretty big one.
So scared.
I don't know. Maybe it's not.
Okay.
Right. Ready?
No. Okay.
Fine. I could do this.
Oh.
I can't.
No. No. This is the biggest build-up ever. Oh.
I'm sorry. Oh shit! I spit it all on the floor.
For anyone wondering, the most embarrassing moment in the crew, it's right now. This very moment.
Oh my God. Ask me something. Oh my God.
Why don't you tell us about your content creation process?
Yeah. All right, let's do that. So, you start with an idea. Hey, what do you want to write about? Fuck. And then, after that, it's like, I really listed out as like an argument. So it'll be like, if you want to
spit out the milk.
if you're talking about anti-Semitism, like 1932 versus 2024, it's like, why is it make the case for why it's the same? It's like, oh, you know, just we're targeted here, and then they did. So I build it out like an argument. Then I write it in a rhyme. What the fuck was that?
I'm laughing so much I just spit out the water.
What?
I tried to take water and I was laughing so much I just spit it out.
You have to clean up their floor.
I know we're drinking anything.
And then after you write it, we do a visual script, which takes a while. I do that with Itai, my partner. And we're just like, what? How would this look interesting? And he's like, you know, start throwing out ideas. Like we do it in the library, or we do it like a rap video, like whatever. After we do that and understand what we're gonna film and when, then we film it. Filming takes a while. So like Itai's a good director, so like he'll like
just
direct
you and
me.
Itai?
Yeah. And then after we film it, which like takes a while, then we edit it. Editing takes a while because like we literally go like frame by frame, like how many lines should the captions be on each thing, and then post. And after post, like we'll engage in the comments and like read everything and stuff.
Yeah. Okay. Well, thank you so much for joining us here today. Thank you for trying the sauces. Why don't you tell us your favorite sauce to wrap it up?
The last one. Last one was the best.
That's a psycho choice. I'm gonna go with the Verde.
All right, it was fun.
Thank you so much for
having me.
coming. Oh
We
my
should
gosh,
get
it was
ice
a lot
cream.
of fun.
We should go get the
Yeah,
ice
we're gonna
cream.
eat some ice cream now, so let's go do that.
All right.
Yeah.